Why, hello there. This fondue is delicious. The Other Guys. Now, I was very excited for this movie for a couple of reasons. First off, Will Ferrell has been very down in my books lately. He has not been good. I slightly enjoyed Semi-Pro. A lot of people really like Step Brothers, but I really didn't find it was all that great. I really liked some parts, but unfortunately some parts I absolutely hated. Then there was Land of the Lost, which I dreaded with my very core. But when I saw the trailer for this movie, I was very excited, because Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, that's not a likely pair, and I was very excited to see Mark Wahlberg trying to do a comedy. And overall, I do like Adam McKay. There are some movies that I don't like of his, but for the main part, I really do. Like, I absolutely love Anchorman, and I really like Talladega Nights. But of course, my favorite Will Ferrell movie shall always be Stranger Than Fiction. This movie was really not what I expected, and they put a lot of thought and time into the story. But I mean, sometimes they just let it go, but at other times I was really into it, which made the last, 20 minutes good, because they really focused more on the story than anything else there. Well, not rather the story, but just the comedy of it all. The comedy really hasn't changed. It follows the same brand that Adam McKay has used pretty much his entire career. And that is not solely, but largely based around just random things happening, which works because the characters are very well portrayed by their actors, which do a very good job, but it's kind of running out of steam, and I felt a lot of recycled humor here. This movie goes all over the place, and at times they're really good direction, but in the beginning, with The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson doing things that only Samuel L. Jackson can do and survive. Now, the editing is very choppy, it's very fast-paced, and it really got to me. It was really annoying. I get the feeling they were trying to push for that, but it really did not work. Their characters eventually level out until a certain point, but I actually did find them very, very funny at times, but that opening was not for me. There are parts of this movie that are absolutely hysterical, then followed by long sequences where there's a chuckle or two. And it kind of reminds me of the Step Brothers thing in the way where there's parts I really liked and parts I really didn't, but unlike that movie, there were a lot more parts that I did like. Hey, and they even threw some Las Madres y los Padres in there. Yeah. Overall, this movie can be very funny, but at times it is not. The relationship between Eva Mendes and Will Ferrell's character is absolutely confusing. At times doesn't make a lot of sense, but that kind of is the point of it. And it's very interesting, and the backstories of both characters are very well done, which I liked. But it does feel that at times there was a lack of comedy, and some things that really meant to be funny just fell flat. Just a lot of the same jokes reworded, and them saying things in a certain voice loses a lot of comedic steam after a while. Going off topic, talking in an overdramatic voice, and taking things way past their expiration date. Excluding the opening, there's a lot of well-directed sequences, but I feel like if it wasn't for all the jokes they crack, a lot of the action scenes would have been dismissed as completely impossible, just ludicrous. But I mean, in its setting, it is very forgivable. And the characters and the actors combined, because that's what actors do, that was pointless, really do save this movie like in a lot of Adam McKay movies, because they're so enjoyable to watch. The movie's a lot of fun. I will give it an 8 out of 10, closer to a 7.5, but I'll give it an 8. I'm in a good mood. I went to the movies, when am I not in a good mood? Let's end this thing. Now, the comedy really hasn't changed, and it follows the similar brand of Adam McKay. Oh my god, I just fell. Adam McKay comedy. Fuck. Now, the comedy has not changed. It follows a similar brand that Adam McKay has used for almost his entire career. But the movie feels like there's a lot of recycled fuck me.